Hi everyone, this is Neha from Nepra Handmade. Welcome back to my cozy little crochet corner where we learn, laugh, and stitch together. So, this video is actually a continuation of a video which I posted a few months back where I spoke about my 15-day beginner crochet course. After posting that video, I kept thinking that I explained what the course is, but I didn't really explain how it feels to learn inside it. If you see, many beginners don't need more information, they need clarity and reassurance. So, I wanted to sit down again and explain this calmly without rushing. And if this is the first video you're watching, that's completely okay. You won't feel lost here. So, once again, I'm telling this is not a tutorial video, it's just a calm conversation about learning crochet the right way when you're a beginner. Many people watch crochet videos quietly and then they try once or twice, they get stuck, and then they stop crocheting completely because they don't know what are yarn types, what are the different sizes of hook, which hook they should use for which yarn they should use for making cardigan for different projects, all of the issues, everything. Because they're not lazy, but because no one tells them it's okay to take time. Most beginners think crochet is not for them, when actually they just never had guided learning. So instead of asking you to join my class, I just want you to first understand what kind of learning space this is. Then you decide without any pressure. So that is the only motive of this video, guys. Let me talk about real beginner struggles. Hands hurting, and then yarn slipping, stitches looking different every row, not knowing where the stitch even is. And then, as I told before, there are a lot of yarn types problem, and then hook problem. How many stitches are there in crochet, and which stitch you can use for different kind of projects, and then what projects are beginner friendly. All of those many tips and tricks are there in crochet. So without the proper guidance, you will feel stuck, obviously. So many tutorials assume you know the basics. They show steps but don't explain why mistakes happen. That's where beginners lose confidence completely. And my 15-day course exists exactly for this stage kind of people, especially for beginners who just wants to learn crocheting with confidence and everything. These 15 days are not about speed, they are about comfort and understanding. In the first few days, we focus on posture grip and relaxed hand movement. First, I'll teach you how to position the yarn and then hook. Tension control, these all goes in first because these are the first things you have to master in. Many people skip this part, but I don't. Because if your body is tense, crochet will always feel difficult. Most beginners quit at this stage only. They will just try crocheting. They can't have that grip, or they might not have a good tension. They feel okay, then crochet is not for me. And then they quit, and suddenly crochet disappears from their life. So that's how it goes. As days go by, you don't memorize stitches, you start understanding them. You begin to see why edges become uneven or why the work curls, I like that. That moment when crochet starts making sense is what I aim for. And I really hope you all are understanding what my motive is. Let me explain the structure simply. Days 1 to 3 focus on foundation and confidence, as I told before, hand positioning, and then tension control, all of those. Days 4 to 6 will focus on slow practice of core stitches. If you don't understand the first time, that is completely okay. I will just repeat as many times as you want till you're okay with your core stitches. I'll be continuing. And then days 7 to 10 are the most important phase. This is where we talk about mistakes, corrections, and staying calm. About the common mistakes that happens with beginners, all of those, and then how to correct them, and what are the tips and tricks to correct them, and then what are the tips to avoid those mistakes. All of those will come under the days 7 to 10. Most beginners gain real confidence during this phase. Actually, days 11 to 15 focus on small beginner friendly projects and finishing. By this time, many students say they are no longer scared of crochet. I have been guided um, age 10, I'm not sure, I think age 10 to 12. Two of them were my students, kids, girls. Actually, they told me, Ma'am, I have never thought crochet would be this easy to understand, especially having a guide like you. And then they used to chit chat with their friends in the school, all of those. They used to tell me, Come here and tell me. Ma'am, my friend told me this, but I told Neha, ma'am is the best man to teach crochet. She's so clear in teaching the stitches and then tips and tricks, all of those. If someone is talking about the yarn types, they used to tell, no, my ma'am taught me the different types of yarn and which yarn to use for the which projects, all of those. They used to debate with them, with their friends itself. They used to tell me all those funny stories. So here I want to be very honest about how I teach. I don't teach to impress, I teach to support you all, especially beginners. In my class, it's it's okay to ask again, to be slow, and to make mistakes, lots and lots of mistakes. Actually, confidence matters more than speed. Even if you crochet slowly, I actually taught one doctor also. She's a dermatologist who came to my crochet class. She was very slow with her stitches, especially chain stitches. She couldn't finish with the speed of my kids, that is the girls, 10-year-old girls. But it's okay, fine, because everyone has a different level of speed. That's completely fine. Also, the tension control was quite different. It is different from each person, so you may not compare your progress with anyone. Even if you're having a set of friends in your crochet class, you may not compare your progress with them. You first don't compare your progress at all with anyone, with what you see online or what you hear with your friends, and then what you see around your friends. All of this, just don't compare. Earlier, this course was priced at 5,000 rupees for 30 days. It was a 30-day course where I included practice days also, for because I just don't want to hurry. So I included practice days also. Now I have reduced it to 3,000 rupees intentionally. This reduction is not because the value reduced. It is to make beginners feel safe while learning. So if you feel this course might be right for you, you can message me on WhatsApp. The number is mentioned in the pinned comment. You can simply text beginner crochet class. I will immediately guide you. I will personally reply and explain everything calmly. And finally, if you're still unsure, that is completely okay, guys. Even watching this video is a step. Crochet is not about speed or comparison, it's all about patience, calm, understanding. So, whenever you feel ready, I'll be here to teach you slowly. Thank you so much for listening, and that's it. I hope I had a good conversation with you all, and I helped many of you who are confused about starting crochet or having double thought a double opinion on joining a crochet class. And that's it, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, happy crocheting!